Hey, I'm Chris.
And I'm Sarah, and this is Trees by Streams.
I almost jumped in and stole her part there.
That was my line.
Welcome to here. This is our very first video, as you're going to be able to tell very clearly.
Yep.
And
There's
today,
gonna be some awkward parts.
today we're going to talk about why we're doing this channel. We want to talk about just quickly ourselves and why we want to do this, because the byline of Trees by Streams is helping families grow. And that's our heart. C.S. Lewis said that he believed Christianity as he believed the sun rises, not because he sees it, but by it, he sees everything else. And for us, our faith is the bedrock of our whole life. And we believe that God created the family for a purpose, that it's integral to society. And for whatever reason, be it society's direction, technology, whatever, we can see some little cracks that are happening in families. And so we don't think that we're perfect. In fact, far from it. This video is evidence of that. But what we do know is we can trust two things. One, we can trust in our God and the journey that he's brought us along, and the things that he's taught us along the way, mostly through mistakes and stuff, but also through some intentionality. And the other thing that we trust in is the fact that we do put thought and effort into things and have received training, received mentorship, received discipleship that gives us, we think, something to add to the conversation. We don't have silver bullet solutions, but what we have are some thoughts that you may find useful because they've been useful for us as we think about family.
That sums it up. So just in the spirit of introducing ourselves, I'm Sarah. I already said that. I'm a Jesus follower. I'm Chris's wife. I'm a mom to two boys that are now 9 and 5. I'm a teacher as well. And right now I'm, for the past several years, I've been focusing on homeschooling. And I also support families who homeschool. So between my experience and the experience I have talking to so many other parents in similar situations as me, I've learned a lot. So I'm thankful for that. And I love having conversations about family and education and all that good stuff. Yeah.
I'm Chris, as I have also said, and I was a pastor for a lot of years. And through that, I focused my education in that area. My undergrad was in pastoral ministry, and I hold a master's of theological studies as well. And then when COVID hit, we transitioned a bit in our community, and we were wanting to be able to support families and do that sort of thing. And I was interested in counseling, so I did a master's degree in psychology. And then we moved a few years ago. And transitioned again, and I've gone into education. So I'm a teacher as well. Sarah teaches in the home. She teaches our boys homeschooling, but then also, as she said, supports homeschool families. I teach now in brick and mortar schools. And so I'm doing, to get my certification, I'm doing a master's in education. So all that to say that we do have some training and experience in doing all these things. And so when you watch our videos, you're going to notice that we try to frame things just around questions, because this is a discussion as much as it is us offering our thoughts. So Sarah, when you think about the cracks that we see in families, what are some of the pitfalls you see families falling into that would need maybe some of this information?
And then I'll speak just even from our own experience sometimes, because we don't get it all right. I think there's two maybe ends of the spectrum where people, including us, can go that make things difficult. One is overcomplicating it by trying to do too much at once, or just then your focus becomes too spread out, or on the other end is drifting without intention. So when you just kind of do the things, but you don't have real reasons or purpose for doing them, those will be kind of the two ends here. And then there's everything in between, and you try to be somewhere in the middle where you're keeping things simple, but you're being intentional, so that things like thinking of your priorities, and we try to remind ourselves often of our values, for example, and why we do things, and then that becomes a filter for what actually happens. Did I answer the question?
Fantastically.
Okay.
We do value simplicity. I tend to err on the overcomplicating things and cramming myself full of obligations and then crashing and burning. And Sarah typically is she's more even. So
I'm a systems builder.
Yeah.
But I can also become devoid of real heart or something. So
I don't agree with that. But anyway, but at the end of the day, what we want to do is we want to be intentional about our life and about how we do things, because we know that it can be problematic when we don't. So that's what a part of what this channel is going to be about, is we're going to be asking questions each week and then answering them. It's going to be, because we value simplicity and flexibility and all that stuff, these aren't going to be overproduced. We're going to do our best to make them nice, but they're not going to be like Cinemax quality or anything like that. And that's just part of who we are. They're going to be a little bit messy, but hopefully they'll do the trick. Next episode, Sarah mentioned that talking about looking at things through lens, and that's how we make our decisions, is through our values. And so the next episode that we'll put out will be looking at how we make those decisions and sort of the framework to help guide us. So we hope to see you there. Hope you have a great day, whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah. See you next time.
See you next time.